9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Happy Friday. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. My name is TK Trinidad, and we are going to be doing WWT Live, covering all the latest, the greatest in the news that's happening in women's wrestling. Now, let us know in the chat where you are hailing from, whether it's city, state, country, all that good stuff, especially bonus points if you're from Canada. I don't know, just because. Our super chats are open, $2 or more. We're going to say your comments. You can ask us questions, all that good stuff. And the bonus is I am not alone. We have, who do we have? Question. The sweetest ooze herself, Wrestling with Honey, is in the building.
Buzz, everybody. How we doing? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired. And
it's been a rough week. It's kind of been a rough week. I'm actually very happy to be here because I'm like away from the roughness. Like this is joyful for me. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Good to see you, TK.
Thank you. Same here. I feel like I haven't seen you, but I've seen you. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's been like on and off, hit and miss.
Yeah.
Like every other one you're here, then I'm not here, and then like we miss each other somehow. Or I get you just before you're traveling.
Yes. 2 or 3 trips left. But anyways,
hey,
the man himself, he usually does have a thing, but you guys know when I play this who's coming in the building.
I saw that, by the way. I did see that on the last episode, by the way.
Womp womp. What it do? Happy Friday, everybody. Professional wrestling has had quite the week. We got new championships, more championships. People may not be coming back. People may coming back. Upsets in tag tournaments. Excited to get to it today.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, for sure. Shout out to Eric in the chat, and also happy birthday to our producer from the future, Dylan. It's his birthday. I thought I had it saved, but I'm for people who tell me when their birthday is. Like, if I don't say it, it's not because, well, it is because I don't remember, because life is lifing. But shout out to Dylan. So for y'all, definitely go.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Dylan. The greatest gift that Dylan can do for us is completely delete Wednesday's clips with me saying anything that's deepfake AI. Because that just didn't happen. It's not real. So
okay.
Put that out there.
All right. Well, something I'm hoping that will be deleted, but unfortunately not, is Bianca Belair. So she's expected to be back in 2026. I think we're all hoping that she's going to come back earlier. And then also, it's like, what type of finger injury is this? Like, I didn't realize she was going to be so out for so long. Obviously, health is wealth, and we don't want her not a doctor, so we don't want the doctors to clear her. But it's like, when I thought the finger injury, I thought it was going to be shorter time. So hopefully it's not too bad that it's taking so long for her to get back. But the main thing is, how do we think she's going to come back to WWE? Like, what are your hopes? How are they going to write this? We'll start with you, honey.
Well, first of all, this is the best news ever, because we're highly anticipating our girl coming back. But I've heard, and I've talked about this before with the guys on Kayfabe and with Courtney a couple of times, that it was nerve damage in her finger, to where like she couldn't really function it. You know what I mean? Or it wasn't fully functioning yet. So there was like a lot of nerve, physical therapy with hand movements and things like that. I'm sure like had to probably be a lot deeper than just, oh, she hurt her finger. So right. I heard that it was a little bit deeper than that, but if you're the EST, you want to make sure that that's exactly where you are at the BEST, you know. And I think with her coming back, I think in this way, you know, people not really expecting her to come back this late, but I don't really consider it late. I feel like this would be perfect time because you want to be able to have her at her full 100% best, the way we were, you know, the way she ought to be and the way we know her to be. But I think it's a long play return arc, and I think she could come back giving some big boss energy. Like, you know, you could tell things are shifting right now due to a lot of injuries and mishaps and also firings and letting goes of, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot of that. But I think they're just trying to they're going to find a way to make this run feel more massive for Bianca this time around, because she's still got a lot left in the tank for sure.
For sure.
I don't know if there's a danger in the gap though.
Yeah, we need to figure out exactly what's going on with Bianca Belair's finger. Let's get the doctors on this immediately. They have a doctor from Mexico who could come in and fix her. El Hijo, Dr. Wagner Jr. III. Dr. Wagner, stop messing with Ethan Page, okay? And I need you to help cure our girl Bianca, okay? Fix that finger. It's a very important finger. She needs to whip the braid with the hand, and you need like 4 fingers to wrap and the thumb to whip the braid. So we want Bianca Belair to be 100% healthy when she makes her return, because you're going to take these 2 fingers and you're going to point it to the left, and then you're going to point it to the right and say, "We get an A-Rad money. See you in Saudi, Bianca." That's what she's going to make her return. How do you whop modern medicine, TK? Oh my god!
Just starting early.
This is because you're Canadian. You have universal health care. You don't have to worry about this type of stuff, okay? Ooh. But us here in America and possibly Mexico, you know, you got to make sure we good.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Bosa really has a good point as far as saving her, because remember she did she was on a crazy run where I think she was like on for like 2 years or something like that, you know, when she was champion, all that stuff. So I think this is interesting, like to time it out. And I agree with you, honey. It was like a long arc, because I feel like when she's back. And, you know, we definitely see a championship in her future because, Bianca.
I mean, it's the money match for Mania. Jade Cargill.
It's writing itself. Pretty much
defends her championship against Bianca Belair. I mean, just blackness all over the place in Vegas. I can't wait for it. I think she does make that return in Saudi. Remember, she was already in the like metal brace and whatnot. It was already healing when we saw her promo with Naomi talking about breaking the houses and stuff in her hometown in Knoxville and whatnot. So I think that, you know, again, with professional wrestling, when they tell us stuff, they're kind of, hey, by the way, you know, we're going to be in Saudi. So if you're going to be up at 4 a.m. here on the West Coast, maybe 7 back east, our girl Bianca's going to come back. Could she win the Rumble is the question. Currently, Chelsea Green is my favorite to win. But do you have a return at the Rumble just for them not to win? A return as big as a superstar like Bianca.
And if you're returning at Mania, like, let's not forget, we can't forget this is the EST.
The EST.
And I think this is, you know, gonna be, because who knows? I mean, I certainly don't hope this, but money talks. So who knows if it's gonna be the last WrestleMania in the US? And if that is the case, meaning that they at least have 2 to 3 WrestleManias scheduled overseas, then they're gonna make this one to remember. So we're definitely gonna see what's gonna happen with that. Another like memorable moment is John Cena going to Natty and TJ's dungeon. This is like crazy, like so low key. Well, I don't know if I said it on air. I know I said it to you guys. So I'm gonna be going to Florida in December, Miami, and I want to like. Natty, can I get an invite? Like, I just want to watch. Like, I just want to, and I won't even tell the secrets. Like, I just want to be there. Like, that's my thing.
You just want to be a fly on the wall.
I just want to be a fly on the wall. Y'all don't know how many secrets I know that I haven't told, and I'm not going to tell I just want to be there. Like that like is how cool is that moment? Um I feel like I don't want to ask this question, but I will. Kane, if you were to meet Cena, what would be your first words to him?
If I met John Cena, I'll start rapping immediately. Be like, hey, bro, I've had these bars saved for 20 years, and I'm gonna get these bars off for you real quick. You know what I mean? Because believe it or not, there was a competition on WWE.com, like during his Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick, in which you like typed a rhyme and see if John Cena could use it on air. Mine wasn't selected. I guess it was like too like blackety black y'all. But you know, I think that's gonna happen. I still remember it, kind of, sort of. Don't ask me to do it.
I was you walked into it. I feel like now you have to do it.
It was something.
I was waiting for it.
No, it was just like, I think it was like, I'm the prototype of what hoes know to like, or something like that.
Oh my God.
Because he was the prototype starting out. So it was a little bit of like, hey, I watched the product. I'm an OVW guy. I've been around. You were the prototype, and you know, with the weird like Bayang haircut, and now you're a rapper and who like gets the chicks. So you the prototype of what hoes know to like.
Oh my
Cena,
God.
if you went the rest of these bars, Cena, invite us to the dungeon.
I see what you're throwing there, Kane. I rock with that. I could say I rock with that.
Thank you. I wish you were on WWEcreative.com's website 20 years ago. I would have been selected. Way better than B Squared. Sorry, Brooks Jensen.
Oh, the fact that you remember his name. Shout out to Aaron hailing from Brooklyn, New York. Honey, if you were to meet Cena, like, what would you say to him?
I honestly wouldn't even know. I mean, I would just want to shake his hand at that point, you know, and just say thank you. Because, you know, I've, as much as I've ragged on you because you were, you know, my little brother was your biggest fan and I used to mess with him. You've completely done a full turn on me, and I've completely enthralled with your greatness and how well you've done in this business. Like just to be in like that, this picture alone is pretty damn cool, honestly. Like John Cena in the Dungeon 2.0, like, you know, and for him to be still just giving back, and you know, just like I said, just shake his hand and say thank you. That's the most I could literally come up with without stumbling over my words. But
yeah, and that's fire because John Cena wouldn't walk away from you in embarrassment at the fact that he's listening to crappy raps from somebody from 20 years ago. So like he will really enjoy you just having a normal conversation with him. So that helps too. What will Beulah say? Because Beulah's trying to get her word in the background. I hear. Beulah, what would you say to John Cena, Beulah? Don't get shy now.
Honey, I know you have dogs, but it's like my apartment complex literally has like 1, 2, 3 dogs, and then like 2 apartments have cats. And it's like
we have 3 dogs in this building.
Yeah, so she'd be talking to the dogs downstairs, and there's a dog in the house across her. They be talking, and there's a dog that's in where my bedroom is. There's another house. They be talking. I'm like, I don't know.
They're all just gossiping
I don't know.
The daily tea, you know.
I guess so.
She wants to get on the mic.
Did you see that fire truck? That fire truck was
LA Knight. I saw LA Knight at the airport going to Canada. I was walking with Beulah. For y'all to know, Beulah, she dresses up every time she leaves the house. She has outfits for days. And so so I took her to Toronto with me, and I pulled her out of the bag. So now she's walking with a little dress. And so LA Knight is like walking, and I'm so used to people looking at her because it's a dog in a dress. And I look to the side. I'm like, oh shit, LA Knight. He's like, cute dog. I'm like, thanks. And I just, let him pass. So that was the moment. Yeah. That was moment. But the moment is also here. Definitely you guys want to tune in after WWT Live to watch SmackDown, all the good things with Honey. She's going to give us the preview of what's going to come up tonight.
Oh yes, boss lady. I don't know. I feel y'all. I don't know, guys. I feel like something's in the air tonight. We are. We have a new champion in our midst, a new women's champion. In Jade Cargill, she will be present tonight. Not sure what to make of. Still, what to make of what happened last week. I'm still in shock, but I'm actually happy that we're finally here with her, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. Um, I'm sure we'll see a very pissed off Tiffy demanding a rematch at some way, shape, or form tonight. Finally, glad to see the Women's United States title, appearing and making an appearance and being defended on SmackDown. If
I
I do
remember
say
that
so
belt.
myself,
I remember that
I hope
belt.
Cindy will heard that. I hope Cindy will heard that. I love you, Cindy, but come on, girl.
Oh,
We got to do
boy.
something with your girl here, man. But Julia, the Women's United States champion, will be defending against Chelsea Green. Obviously, they had an interaction last week in front of Nick Aldis, and it's surprising that Nick Aldis actually gave Chelsea Green something she wants, after the difficulties that they have been, that she's been dealing with him for years and being on his roster. But nonetheless, Chelsea Green gets a title shot, and I'm here for it. I think this is going to be a good match. It definitely has a potential match of the night kind of feel for it for me. More women's action. We have Nia Jax versus Miss Charlotte Flair, one half of the women's tag team champions. Obviously, we know Alexa Bliss went a one-on-one last week. Nia Jax, I guess that we're just running it back with a lot of the old NXT, really, really old NXT. If you know, you know.
Black and gold.
Yes, absolutely. But I think this is going to be an interesting match going forward. Not sure what else is going to go on, and maybe is Nia going to be rolling with anybody, or is she just rolling alone? Like, is Alexa Bliss going to be involved, or how this match is going to play out? I'm kind of on the fence about this one, so I'm not sure what's going to happen here. But classic David and Goliath match. We got Rey Fenix going one-on-one with, I'm not saying it, I'm calling him Big Tonga. That's Big Tonga. I've been calling him Big Tonga from the jump. I'm not doing the Tala thing. I'm not doing it. But he will be present tonight, going one-on-one with Rey Fenix. I'm sure the MFTs will be lurking around, which means that there has to be some Wyatt Six lurking around too. Because I need shenanigans for this, because we haven't had Wyatt Six and they've been real quiet, and I could use some of that. Just to continue to hype up, because we're going to be getting ready for Survivor Series and so much more by the end of the year. If I had to pick, though, Rey Fenix isn't going to win, but he'll get help. He'll definitely have help. Yes, it's Friday, my favorite night of the week. So you know what time it is. Time to strike up the orchestra, y'all. Get your arms ready, because the dragon is coming, and he is defending his U.S. title once again. As who will answer the call this week? We've had so many people coming and answering the challenge. Ilya Dragunov. I don't care who it is at this point. Just give me more. Just give me more bangers. Just be Ilya Dragunov, because it's working very well. The comeback, the U.S. title, and giving it that prestige of being defended every week. Let's just hope Julia follows suit. Anyway, then my favorite part of the night. I'm really, really looking forward to this, guys. I'm looking forward to this. Like I said earlier, the landscape is changing a little bit. The landscape is changing a little bit. I can't help but smell something in the air, especially when it comes to this man right here, because, Cody, I know you like to portray yourself as this good guy, and you are the QB1. You are this face that is running this place, and you are the champ. But sir, I don't think you're as good as you make yourself out to be. I think something dark is coming for you, sir. I think that you're hiding something, and it needs to be exposed, and that exposure will come from your next challenger. I don't know who it might be, but I know who I would like it to be, and I do have a tip on who it could possibly be. But just know that no man is ever truly good. Okay? I will say that. Cody Rhodes might have to look over his shoulder tonight. I'm making a bold honeypot prediction tonight. And that is what we have for SmackDown, y'all.
Also, the
Interesting.
piggyback off of that, congratulations to Julia becoming the longest reigning WWE Women's US champion at, we have the days here,
133, I believe.
133 days. She won
Let's
her
put an
title June
asterisk.
21.
Let's put an asterisk on that though, because this will only be her third television defense. She's been doing hella house shows defenses against Zelina, but this is only her third defense. And it's just like, you know what? Honestly, truly, if they're hyping it up like this, and they mentioned it last week as far as her surpassing Chelsea, I can see Chelsea becoming a double champ tonight.
Man,
As having the United States Championship and one half of the AAA mixed tag titles alongside Ethan Page, who himself is also a double champion, NXT North American champion. So I can see this whole thing of them being the greatest North Americans on multiple brands. And again, Chelsea Green just signed this brand new spanking contract, baby, all new contract. I think this is about to pay off, and we're about to get that huge all in chips in the middle of the table push for Chelsea Green.
Yeah, she did just sign a new.
Yeah. New deal. We don't want to talk about contracts. Apparently, they try to censor Honey, but we're not going to do that. We're going to talk about all the contracts. Chelsea Green's contract, Rich Holland's contract. We're going to talk about the TKO contract.
Forget the contract, Kane. Forget the contract, Kane. I'm waiting for my application to be answered, because I filled out an application to be part of the Secret Harvest, and I still haven't gotten a response. I've been filling it out every week.
Chelsea, clearly Chelsea Green needs help. This is the point of the application. You know what? I'm going to finish my John Cena raps from 20 years ago and submit it. You're going to get your application submitted. WWE, we coming for you. Okay, it's past due. You owe us. You owe us that. You owe us that. Yeah.
Here's I know you guys have probably all watched like soap operas with your grandmothers and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
I'm really curious.
Hospital,
right?
I love
and you know how they, oh my God, Passions with little Timmy. Oh my grandmother.
Passions is so slept on, man. Passions is so slept on. I love Passions.
Breathing.
Anyway, I'm so glad I'm not the only one who knows that. Oh, that made me so happy.
Shout out to happy birthday, our producer for the producers in the chat. Happy birthday, Dylan.
Dylan, happy birthday. Greatest producers of all time. Dylan. He produces Hot Fire.
Oh my gosh. So the question is, so we have all these soap operas that we've all watched with our grandmothers, right? And the storylines with these soap operas, as far as I can remember, because I haven't watched one in a very long time, as far as I can remember, they managed to keep the storylines going. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't one story. So I'm wondering, one, how many writers, and I actually do have a friend in the industry, so I should ask them, how many writers do they have? Because it feels like, you know, and this is all this circling back. There's the reason I'm doing this. You have somebody like Julia, who's only had 3 title defenses. Is this a storyline thing? And does WWE not have enough writers? And or like, I mean, they've been doing it forever, so it's not an experience thing. It's like, well, what is why do some stories get dropped? How are they not able to keep
why is there
multiple stories going?
Like, I get it. Like, why is there always so much unfinished business? Like, there's so many superstars, and I actually saw a post of it. I forgot who posted it, but it was a post on social media that said it was like a list of superstars that have yet to truly finish their story. And there was a lot of names. There was like Finn Balor. There was Aleister Black in there. There was a few. There was Shinsuke Nakamura in there. There was AJ Styles in there. Randy Orton, and there was a few names in there. And I was just like, you know, valid points. Valid points.
Yeah, like why is that not a thing?
You know what? It makes me wonder if they have a Bible in there. Holy Bible, Holy Scripture as well for when traveling around the world. But also in television, for those who don't know, you literally have a Bible. You have like this thick book of things that you refer back to make sure you have the continuity, to make sure you tie up loose ends, to make sure something that happened here and now it's happening here, but it connects together. So it makes me wonder if there's a Bible in the writing room that, like, okay, cool. Oh, by the way, we just had I almost called her Natalie Cross. Who's Natalie Cross? Nikki Cross. We just had Nikki Cross in the background during the Julia and the Chelsea Green segment last week. Remember, she turned around and she screamed. Now, was it a Halloween thing, or was it because that we're going to see Nikki Cross get involved in Chelsea and Julia tonight? Or are we just going to leave that unresolved for tonight? That's the point of like having a Bible and having things to go back to refer to. They're writing, 52 weeks a year. You know what I mean? It's
so the soap operas though,
51.
Like, listen, yeah,
the soap operas. So that's not an excuse.
Well,
like,
soap operas breaks. They have like a week break.
They have breaks and stuff. They take a little break week, like I don't know, maybe it's like holiday thing with break.
The Olympics or something.
They take a holiday thing, but
on TV or
right. But it's kind of like, yes, the actors take a holiday. But if you think that the writers are taking a holiday and they don't have something already planned,
right?
Like, I mean, and they don't I think they take like 2 weeks in the summer, or they used to. I don't know what they do now. And like they take a like they might. And remember, Triple H gave the wrestlers time off too. So if you were to equate some of those dates, it's probably almost the equivalent of soap operas, like about 2 weeks off from the schedule, even though they're going all year round. It's just kind of like
there's just very few greatest stories that have ever been told in wrestling, and there's a lot of them in Days of Our Lives, like or in soap operas in general. But you wouldn't know the greatest story ever told. You better know if there's stories that you know in Days of Our Lives, you better have known about Marlena and John and the possession.
Yeah, I know about that Victor Newman life. I'm about Young the Restless. My grandma was about Young
Victor Newman.
Victor Newman. He has so many stories.
I mean, not as much as my guys. I mean, Victor Newman could have held a candle to Stefano DiMera, though.
Stefano DiMera, man. That
evil Stefano. That Stefano DiMera was something evil, man. He was involved in everything. He was tapped in these streets.
Yep. Yeah,
these Days of Our Lives street.
He would always going in between Bo and Hope and Marlena and John.
Yeah, I remember he had like a fake John. Because remember, like the John was like the new John, and then the old John was like became like some other guy who had to come back, and man. But shouts to Bo Black. No, not Bo Black. Bo Brady.
Bo Brady.
Yeah. Bo and Hope. Yeah.
Another shout out. Anyway. Another shout out goes to Shimmer, who celebrated 20-year anniversary. And it's one of those. It's been 20 years, and it's kind of one of those things where I feel like this is where yes, WWE's is at the top, but I feel like these type of promotions should be acknowledged, like the wows, the shimmers, the shines of it all, and obviously other promotions as well. But this is Women's Wrestling Talk, because a lot of these people, we have Bailey, Mercedes Martinez, Allison Danger, Becky also did a post as well. There's so many women that have been through Shimmer in particular, and they can really, it's almost that's where their start was. It's just kind of one of those things that it should be acknowledged. And I feel the same way about WoW. Like whether you like WoW or not, it's been around for 30 plus years.
It's there, and it's a lot of
not longer.
A lot of the women you see today, it's their stomping grounds.
Side note for WoW, shouts to Brittany Bay. Brittany Bay is my new favorite WoW wrestler. Love me some Brittany Bay. But yeah, Shimmer. I mean, Asuka made her debut, I believe. I think that's the first time I heard of Asuka. Not even Asuka. It was Kana. At the time, that's what I remember her. Yeah, and shouts to Allison Danger. Love me some Allison Danger. I saw Steve Corino's sis. Shouts to Steve Corino, Colby Corino, all the Corinos. So wrestling has more than one world family.
They sure do.
That's Corino.
Also not shout out, but to Ced's client, I think still his client, Lola Vice. So she's gonna be teaming up with Fabi Apache 1128 for AAA. And I think I believe I will. Wait, is that Thanksgiving?
The
What? The 28th?
Or is that Black Friday? Is that Black Friday? Black Friday? When is? Oh yeah, Thanksgiving is the 27th. That's Black Friday.
Friday. Mm-hmm.
So I think we should definitely do a watch along for this. But what do you? How do you think this is going to play out? Obviously, we've seen and Kalani Jordan cut a promo about this as far as Lola Vice being, in AAA, etc. But going back and forth. But how do we see as far as Lola's arc? How do we think this is going to play out?
I mean, I think. Oh, go ahead, Kane. I'm sorry.
Honey, you first.
No. Okay, fine. I was appreciate it. No, with Lola, I think what they're doing with Lola is a good slow cook, and with a lot of, especially in my household, my grandma's was cooking that good old Spanish Latina food, man. You have to take your time with it. You got to put the seasoning, you got to make sure that you put some love into it. And I think that's what they're doing with Lola, because she's continuing to grow. She's continuing to get better. She's getting wins under her belt. And she's also going to AAA. You've seen her more than once a week. Like she's doing her damn thing. So I think that what they're doing with Lola is the right thing. I just really, really want to see her get a win for a title at this point too. We need to start getting her there. But this is also a great way for her to, she's representing her culture, her people, and everything like that, and putting herself on the map all at once, and helping other women's wrestlers get recognized as well. So like it's just a win-win situation for everybody.
Yeah, I think this is setting up once again with the WWE acquisition of AAA. They're going to spotlight their talent at the behest of AAA homegrown talent. So I believe that this is setting up Lola Vice to one day become the Reina de Reinas AAA Women's Champion. I believe, is it Lady Flamer currently the champ? I think Flamer's.
She had a match with Natty, right?
Yeah, so Flamer's currently the champ. It's funny to see Apache and Lola on the same side this round, because a couple months ago they were actually in that triple threat tag team match, in which Lola and Natty were teaming up for that. So I think ultimately this is what they're setting Lola Vice for. That's why we're seeing her featured so heavily with the homegrown AAA stars, because I think she's gonna some point in 2026 be the Reina de Reinas Campeón.
Do you think that's the play versus her being a champion in NXT?
Yes,
or
because
she's not going to get that. She's not going to be a champion like Bianca wasn't.
They're going to set it up. What seems like to me some type of war of the worlds collide, in which the AAA champion Lola Vice takes on the TNA champion Kalani Jordan. Even possibly make it a triple threat and take on the NXT champion Tatum Paxley. So I think that's kind of where they're positioning it. Possibly
how far
Tatum
goes that?
Sprinkled, but I sometimes they announce these Worlds Collide like 3 weeks before they happen. They'd be like, oh, by the way, Worlds Collide, we in Vegas, see you there on YouTube Friday night. So but I think they're setting up a Campeón versus Champion type of thing between Kaylani and Lola. Because for Kaylani specifically,
she literally says
Lola like that. And you be down at AAA doing blah, blah, blah. So I think if Lola becomes AAA Reina de Reinas Campeón, Spanish getting better a little bit. No? Okay, cool. I think that's what sets up a match between those two, between Kaylani and Lola.
By the way, there was no lies told when Kaylani was speaking this past week.
Let me tell you something. I need to watch that.
Every second of that promo of hers.
We need to
for this Kaylani.
We need the ether. We need Nas's ether beat under that, because she was dropping bars, dropping facts, and we said this on the show.
You know what to do.
You know what to do. Put that ether under it, brother. Me and Councilman were having a back and forth about it, because I was saying that we can't have a face invader. You know what I mean? Kaylani is a NXT champion, NXT star who's the TNA Knockouts world champion. And she's just all like, hey, you know, I'm just out here, guys. No, we need either she's a face and she got heels from TNA coming after her, or she's a heel and she has TNA faces coming after her. So I like the way they almost flipped it to where
at all, because
or she's just right in her feelings.
Exactly.
That's what I was going to say.
She's on her Drew McIntyre. You know what I mean? Like that's what and I knew it was going to kind of turn into this way once I saw that they were like the way were treating her in the locker room. I was like, oh my God, she's coming. I've been waiting for this. So that promo was absolutely perfect. Kaylani, keep doing what you do, please.
Yeah, like please, what? Like why you mad at me for, bro? Like what you?
No,
what you mad at me? You had the same chest.
Maria said different.
Ooh,
Basura?
Promo was.
I mean, hey, to each your own.
Promo es basura. Please explain why. I would like to know because I feel like
if you got some reasonings and you know,
because in my opinion, for the first time since Kaylani became TNA Knockouts champion, we finally got a why. We finally got a purpose behind her, other than I just randomly won it because Ash by Elegance was injured. Now it's kind of like, nah, bro, like, no, I'm a champion. I've been a champion. I'm a champion on 2 brands now. What's up with the what's up? And we finally got some vitriol. We finally got something with it, other than just for those who remember that when the former Dana Brooke, now Ash by Elegance, was Kaylani's mentor. So it felt like a little hat tip with that. But for those who don't, it just seemed random. So now we finally got a reason why. we got some sauce.
She stood
behind the run.
10 toes down on her business, and she has every right to, because not for nothing, she is probably like one of the top most athletic women in the roster on NXT TNA.
Absolutely.
Oh my Lord.
I don't know. You want to find your music? Because I don't know where it's at.
Say his name and he appears. I believe it
said.
For future reference, TK, you know exactly where it's at. Let's not play coy with the audience. You know exactly what button to push.
Double.
Some might say Mayor be pushing buttons, so I guess it's twofold.
There it is.
Happy birthday, Dylan. You're the only reason I'm here today because the check is not cleared, but I came here especially for you.
The check hasn't cleared. There's something wrong with your mail. Somebody's stealing your check.
Maybe that's the problem. You're sending it by U.S. mail. We digital now. You got to have the transaction lines, the routing number, all that is. We use U.S. postal mail. And this is shut down.
You need big banks. You can't do Cash App debit cards.
You can't do fintech. Yeah. Sorry. Post service. What? The Pony Express.
I thought I was being paid clean. I didn't know we were getting paid under the table here.
No, like big banks, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, that stuff, like Cash App, debit cards. Not we don't.
You getting that? You getting that Chauncey Billups money? You getting that Chauncey Billups poker table money?
Just run me my peso.
Boza calling it out. Boza
shots fired.
Wow. So was the mayor not here on Monday twice? Did we forget Boza?
Wednesday though, right?
You know what? We can't be here on Wednesdays. The court appearances has been done. I'm trying to uphold what my attorneys tell me to do, and I'm abiding by that. If the other impersonator wants to keep coming here on Wednesdays, she'll have to answer to that in front of the judge. That's what it is. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
I hope the judge is Jeff Jones. For all my ECW people, if you remember Judge Jeff Jones, that used to be with Taz.
Oh.
Was he with Taz, Judge Jeff Jones? No, he was with Mike Alfonso. Not I said the government. Mike Awesome, I think, right? Judge Jeff Jones. I'll do my Googles and hush.
Well, we were just talking about Lola. I'm sure you want to get in on this before we move on. So Lola Vice, she's having she's teaming up with Fabi Apache. The question was, where do you see her arc going? Like Kane was saying, she's gonna become AAA champion, and then her and Kalani, or there might be a 3-way Worlds Collide type situation. Where is your client? Where the arc of your client? How's that going to play out?
No, it's interesting. I really haven't discussed this since what was that? No Mercy. And I honestly, I stopped watching NXT like hard right there. It's like Hickenbottom pissed me off. It's been done since then, and really because there's no justification. Like the AAA stuff, I separate the AAA stuff from NXT. Like they're sending a lot of their Latin stars over to AAA to help boost the brand and help get all the other stars for the WWA. So since she's very young into her career, that's a good stepping stone, but it's not the end all be all. I think they're doing that with everybody. What upsets me about the writing on NXT is the fact that she was accosted in her title match and still hasn't got her lick back from the person that accosted her. It's almost like we forgot it because we went into the whole invasion thing. It's like we didn't do anything. Laney Reed got to get that ass whooped. We just skipped a whole saga and haven't even went back there. So it's like I can't even say the title picture or the title shot's going to happen or anything like that because we skipped steps. And it's sad because I think that she's not the only person that happens to. It's weird, like the internet's very vocal about that happening in Lash Legend. I don't know what we're doing. I think they found kind of gold with Kalani and putting her over there because for a long time Kalani was lost. Right. So they have to figure out how to get the division on track. That's no shade to Tatum. I'm very happy that Tatum is the women's champion right now, but a lot of you guys didn't expect her to really defeat JC. It was like, wow. Same way when I saw Ricky defeat Oba. It was like, what? Like just hard reset. So a lot of the people they positioned as top stars, it's like they've done nothing with. So I don't know what timeline we're in. I feel like for certain people, they'll probably be called up pretty soon. Like I'm looking at Jordan Grace. There's rumors that Lash is going to be a part of War Games in some capacity. So maybe in Lola's case, like championships are not the end all be all. She's built her brand up enough to be a star in AAA and then go to main. But I can't speak for what that means with the NXT women's division. For me, it's all over the place.
Yeah, Mayor, before you came on, because you were busy drawing up legislation for Hickenbottom, we actually spoke about how many just open-ended, right? What's happening? Things are going on. And if there's like a Bible in the writings room, something that they can refer back to make sure they're closing these storylines. I forgot all about the fact that Laney Reed in her ninja costume attacked Lola Vice. And apparently Hickenbottom and the writers did as well. We never got any type of due justice for this or explanation. It was just like, LOL, you're in fatal influence now. The other girl is with her boyfriend making kayfabe fake videos. We don't know what happened to her. She got beat up and whatever. But and she did that too apparently. Like Laney also was the ninja who attacked Jasmine Nix. And it's just like, all right, now what? So yeah, but I think with her being in AAA, that's gonna come back around.
You think so?
I would hope. I mean, I think it's the whole Kevin Owens bit. It's like, don't insult my intelligence. I watched the product. What are we doing?
Finish the stories.
It makes no sense. And just to be clear, it's not just happening to Lola. It's happened to so many people over the past year. It's just like, eventually it just gets exhausting watching. Like we finally have some sense of credibility at the top of the men's division, but what are we doing with Trick? Like, why are you still here? Like Trick is really on his super senior right now. Like it's time for you to bounce, bro.
It's a real tricky situation.
Hi-oh!
Hey.
Wow. But hold on.
You want that.
Yeah. I haven't. I don't think have you ever got a womp, honey? Because
don't you womp her. Boo! I boo that. We need a bell constantly ringing to go against that. That was amazing, honey.
Wow,
thank you.
honey.
You should
that
be
was
very proud. That was.
I think. Have you been hanging out with Kane too much? Like, how many shows have you done with Kane? Because I feel like that was a very Kane.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. Maybe I haven't been on and off with Kane, but I think it's because I've been watching a lot of it for the last couple weeks that
influencing you.
Listen, I tell you, honey,
The
that
best influencers here are on WWT. Okay, just saying.
I mean that, honey, that pun was unbelievable from you, honey.
That'll be my corny joke of the day, y'all.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever got a one. Listen, I take all of it.
That one's for you, Kane.
It wasn't corny. It was amazing.
Oh,
because corn is
all right.
It's maize.
All right, now you
Frankie
know.
Suki
Beverly.
Bun.
Yeah,
Suki Bun is
Bun.
happening in happening in December 3rd in Miami Beach, Florida. I'm actually really happy. I mean, speaking like we were just talking about Shimmer being around for 20 years. Obviously we know Suki Bun is a newer promotion, but you know, it's really cool to see these women's promotions thriving.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's enough space for everybody. So for you guys who haven't visited the WWT YouTube, I did an interview with Dave LaGreca from Busted Open, and it's gonna be dropping on Monday. And we had a in-depth conversation as far as women's wrestling. And you have to go and watch it to see the whole discussion. But this was kind of part of it, where you know at one point there weren't too many options for women's wrestlers, and you know now there's so many different promotions, and this is one of them. So I'm gonna try to make this show. I'm hoping I can make it. We'll see how it goes. But any of the matches, I know Kane, you were talking about certain matches. Any matches that you're looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, first and foremost, we have a new Sukuban world champion. Was just randomly happened in the midst of the announcement when they announced it, there was like, oh yeah, by the way, we had a gang warfare match, and here it is, a
underground
50-second
match
clip in which we saw Atomic Banshee, great Joshi name, defeat Shinjuku Tokyo. I'm sorry, it was in Shinjuku, Tokyo. It'll be weird if she beat a whole city, but she beat up Venomous Vinny, Delirious Dolly, Babyface, and the defended champion, the former Saray, now Saray Bomb. More on her later, and she's going to defend the title against Shogi Sayaki. So that's the main match I'm looking forward to see if this was just a one-hit wonder type of thing, or will she retain that championship?
Yeah. Anything said or honey that you want to discuss with this?
Because I don't think they've announced
I've
the
been
whole
trying to
card.
get to one of these for a minute because it's LA based.
Yeah.
They were just at the convention center for what not Comic-Con. I forget what it was. It was something else that happened at the convention center like a couple months ago. But they've been putting on a bunch of shows. It's a dope thing that they're doing. I think this is their first show outside of LA County. So
no, they've had shows outside of LA before.
Have they?
Yeah. They've had it on the East Coast and stuff like that. Yeah.
Either way, I'm glad that it's still building. I think this is I'm pretty sure it's a year in. So they probably had their anniversary by now.
But I think 2 years.
Yeah.
Because whatchamacallit, my man's from Marigold is running it, right?
September 1st, 2023.
Yeah.
That was when they put out the press release for the announcement of it. But I think what's cool is that they're not just building matches, they're also building like a culture. They're building like a very big fan base culture too. And it's, you know, it's mystery. They're building their own world with it, and they're bringing, you know, others into this new universe. It has its own really cool aesthetic too. So
nothing else looks like it.
Yeah, I've never seen anything. That's what I mean. Like I've never seen it. It's very unique on its own. So this is definitely going to thrive for sure.
And speaking of thriving, another one of Ced's clients, Mercedes. Wait, is Mercedes your client, Ced? I can't remember whose client is who. I know you're a Mercedes fan.
I believe this
she's gonna be. She's gonna be challenging.
Stratton.
The APAC women's title at Hog Superclass. Do you think she's gonna get? Because I know she said in interviews she wanted 12, and like literally after that interview, within 3 weeks, she had 12. How many belts do you think Mercedes
will get by the end of this year.
However many the world wants. She's not just going and saying like I want a belt and they get these people promotion wise. Let's go behind the curtain. These promotions are saying like, hey, we want Mercedes. This wrestler has been subbing Mercedes, asking for opportunity for a long time. That speaks volumes to like what she is for women's wrestling. So whether it's 13, whether it's 15, it's really just the promotion that comes with it. And for the people that feel like Mercedes isn't a draw, I think who did she just wrestle a couple weekends ago? Just look to that promotion right there.
Jody Threat.
Was it Jody? I feel like there's another one.
Jody Threat for WPW. Where
she did the Winnipeg one was a bigger one. Was it the 12th or 11th one she won that title?
Yes.
Yeah.
She won her 18th title.
No, nobody else is traveling the world and performing for these audience like Mercedes. She's a draw worldwide. If she captures 13, dope. If she doesn't, it'll be a great story for this performer as well. But giving these ladies a platform, these promotions is beautiful to see. I don't know how long it goes. I hope she gets like at least 21.
21. I mean, she's savaging out here. I mean, you know, it's happening. Shouts to House of Glory. I mean, we spoke about this on Wednesday as well. It's going to be this weekend, so we just want to remind you to get ready for your Twitter algorithm being full of all of this. Nor was someone actually who was involved in the WWE ID program back when they visited APAC. So North Phoenix Diana has been kind of on the radar for a little bit. She's not actually in the program, but when like Cappuccino Jones and everyone came to visit them, she was involved in some angles and some matches there. So she's coming stateside. I hope she only travels with a travel on. I hope she travels light. And the good thing about it, she will only need to travel with the belt to America because she ain't traveling back to where she came from with the belt. That's going to stay with Mercedes. So that APAC Wrestling Women's Champion is not going back with her to Malaysia.
Are you a co-agent for Mercedes? Because that was very
stop
much
with the cap, bro. She been defending
very
belts. Don't do that.
You know, it's just what's the point? What are we doing? What is this going to lead to? That's all. Is it just I'm going to collect titles and like beat up indie wrestlers around the world?
Well, that's my question, and I think we've spoken about it a couple of different times and stuff like that. Like my thing is, definitely it's accolades. She's making, she's separating herself as being one of the greatest women's wrestlers out there. But when it's all said and done, whether it's 2 years, 6 months, whatever, when she starts dropping these titles, does it benefit the promotion? Like, okay, you get the influx. So like, I mean, we won't talk about Hog, but like say another promotion, like the promotion that was in Winnipeg, they get the influx of people WPW. They get the influx of people watching that particular match. Do people stay? Like, I want to kind of see those numbers, and I don't know if y'all watching the promotions are watching it, like shoot me the numbers. But I'm wondering how beneficial this is in the long run. Is it more we're going to remember that she had 12 or 21 titles versus the titles that she held, the name of the titles and the companies that she had? Like who
you're going to remember the person she performed against when they extend their career and start going to bigger promotions afterwards. That's what you're going to remember. That's the benefit in all of this. She's making stars.
Okay.
Is it honey?
I was going to say, I have something that's pretty profound to say about Mercedes Moné today. Because I've been watching the show. I've been watching a lot of the conversations that y'all have had and the debates and, the topics of discussion surrounding Mercedes Moné and what she is doing and the titles she's winning. I personally think, and it's starting to make more and more sense to me now, like, and I'm not even saying this in a way where I'm like, where my opinion is coming into this and I'm ribbing on her or anything like that. I'm going to be dead truthful. This match, amongst many have been a statement for Mercedes Moné. I just feel like I'm guilty of it too. I got lost in the sauce of thinking that, oh, she just wants to collect titles around the world. What she's doing right now is not just collecting titles, and what she's doing right now is not just wrestling. She's securing a legacy for herself while also creating a legacy for others. Every opponent that she has chosen has a big cultural significance. It has a lot of the weight of the story. There's weight of the storytelling in there, and she's doing it while traveling, as our mayor said. So with this, even with this picture alone, guys, it already makes it historic because of, you know, Nor Phoenix Diana alone being the first hijab wearing women's wrestling champion, on top of you have two women here with two culturally different backgrounds sharing the ring, and that's representation working in real time. And I think that, all in all, is probably the real goal of Mercedes Moné. She's not just collecting matches; she's collecting collecting matches with meaning. And literally, as I'm speaking about it now, and it's coming to me, when she first spoke about women's wrestling and she wants to make it global and diverse, and that she wants a bridge for all of that, because I remember that's literally what she's doing.
Said, are you crying?
Well, come on to the Church of Monet. We converted a new member today, y'all. That's growth.
Well, because you lose it, you never win.
Oh, boy!
That stuff is...
Yeah!
With all that being said,
wow.
All that being said, no pun intended, the match isn't even about who wins. It's literally about expanding a conversation of what and who belongs in the main event of women's wrestling. And this is that's pretty damn cool to me. And that's all I got to say about that. I hope you're happy, Said.
He's crying.
Beautifully said.
Single tears.
Single tear.
I know Pat probably fell out of his rocking chair right now.
This is for women's wrestling as a whole.
That sounds like an article. Said, now that you based on what you said, honey, and you know, considering that Said you haven't written an article for WWT for a minute, this sounds like a good article topic. Here we go. That you can write for Monday.
Would you like to elaborate on the topic at hand?
I mean, maybe what it is you all are getting. It's Mercedes is not the belt collector; she's making history.
Okay, and, you want me to expound upon that?
Yes.
In literary form.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, my thing is, then why couldn't they just be exhibition matches then? Because like in an exhibition match, no titles on the line. At least you know there's a possibility that the challenger, or not the challenger in the exhibition match, but that Nor Phoenix Diana has a possibility of going over if there were no titles involved.
I think she goes over regardless, just by being in the moment. But I think fans, what I've seen, if Mercedes was going around the globe beating people in singles matches, they would complain the same way, probably more.
I don't think so. I don't think so, Mayor, because there's no gold on the line. It's a prize. It's this company's championship that's on the line here. Side note, woe at the AEW TBS championship being in that graphic. I can't believe Tony didn't send a cease and desist the House of Glory for that. But anyway,
he might have asked them to do that.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God,
they still ran by Master P.
I think
he's like an ambassador, right?
Yeah, I think he's like an ambassador. I don't think he's like an owner.
So okay, that makes sense. But you know, what's happening is from this is like dope to see history. Okay, cool. From just a kayfabe storyline wrestling thing, it's been very hard for me to like digest it. It's been hard to be palatable because Nor Phoenix Diana is not going to win.
Apparently, according to Google, he still is the owner.
But what about the second time around? So that's where
But will there be a second time around? Will there be a second time around?
She just defended against Persephone like a couple
weeks
ago.
We can't compare CMLL, the APAC, though.
I'm not comparing. I'm just saying eventually these title defenses are going to happen, and the second match is going to be even more big time because she's already made them a believable superstar in the ring with her.
Right.
So if she loses this match, if she loses her rematches and drops the belts for the other companies, what does it do for her on AEW? Is she written off AEW television? Because how can you go explore, lose everywhere else, but then be seen on AEW television as still, a big star, like still, what's what I'm looking for? Dangerous, strong. You know what I mean? So how can
that's
you
when the fall off and the redemption happens? That's what people are forecasting. The fall off and redemption happens. Like you're collecting belts around the globe, but you technically can't win the big one. So you start losing, get back to basics, so you can win the big one, which I'm assuming is going to happen in Wembley next year.
That better not happen. I better see her holding a championship. Willow Nightingale better be ending All In Wembley holding a championship. It's Willow's time. It's Willow 2026 AEW Women's World Champion agenda.
You know what? Ironically, somebody agrees with you on that. So you'll have to watch on Monday to find out. Tease.
That's a hell of a tease. Ooh, it's almost like you used to do professional nation worldwide radio, TK. It's a good tease.
Well, another thing I saw apparently, so it was a rumor that Master Plea owned House of Glory, but it's still owned by Brian XL and Red. So I don't know.
Amazing Red?
No, not Amazing.
Oh, okay.
No, I think Amazing Red. Hold on, let me go back here.
No, it is Amazing Red.
Yeah, Amazing Red.
I
Amazing
didn't
Red.
realize that. I didn't realize that. That's Zelina's period cousin.
Yes.
Who's actually wrestling. I think he's wrestling the former Dolph Ziggler, now Nick Nemeth, on that card as well.
They actually got a lot of stuff on that card.
Yeah, they do look fire. I seen it. Yeah, they look fire. But overall, shouts to Mercedes for just being the talk, which is what you want as a professional wrestler. I mean, we're just talking about her and the scenarios and the possibilities of what could happen. So that's great, but I just really want to see how this shakes out, because I feel like either if she would have won it against Toni Storm at All In, won the AEW Women's World Championship, and carried on collecting, it's like, I've conquered this kingdom. Where else can I conquer? But because she lost, and she just lost, and then went on a LOL, I lost, I'm going to collect other belts. That's the only kind of misstep that I've had with it. I'd much rather have seen, if she lost at All In, continue to lose.
Well,
continue to travel the country and lose, travel the world and lose. So,
but, we've been talking about, long term. Yeah, she'll be back, I think.
She's teleported.
Yeah.
But it's just, if you're thinking about the long-term storytelling of what Mercedes Moné is trying to leave behind, she's obviously, what I really, really respect about this, because I'm kind of tired of fighting the fact that I can't be biased at this point. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself. Like,
enjoy it.
He's doing the damn thing. But the thing is that what I really respect about this the most with this run is that this isn't something that AEW handed to her. This is her creating her own mythology, and AEW was a transitional point, after leaving WWE. She left that to do her own thing, build her own mythology from there. And ever since then, ever since that move she made, it's literally been about proving that she can be a draw for women's wrestling anywhere in the world. And she's literally doing that for all types of women in different cultures, and not just one company's ecosystem. So I think that doing it that way with Toni is probably the most appropriate, because like said, when she does get back, back to basics, and it'll be just that one title left that she hasn't won, it'll be a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna be a big payoff at that moment too, because and you'll also be around that time at Wembley, people are going to be like, yo, is Toni going to keep it? Can she beat her again? Or is Mercedes going to do it? Mercedes is going to do it. Like, it's keeping that going. That's literally
so many avenues.
Yeah.
of what Mercedes is doing.
She better win it at Revolution or something then, Mayor. She better win it in March.
As long as I'm in the building, like that, we
Because
gotta
August.
appreciate the moment because it'll be gone before in a blink. Like this is like an independent artist. Like this is like selling CDs out the trunk. Like she's a big enough name. She doesn't have to do this, but she's been doing it in all these markets. And like
you can tell
it won't be a thing.
It's being done with intention.
Yeah, because think about other promotions that maybe have a more reputable name that she doesn't go to. That's what I think about. I think about like, okay, well, she's not going everywhere. She's selectively going to certain places. She can go to people that have like a bigger draw in the UK, and it's like, nah, I'm not going over there. I want to work with this person.
I like to see her in progress. I need her in progress. I know she's the current Rev Pro champion, but I need that Mercedes Monet Rio match. Mercedes Monet versus Rio. I need that in my lungs. It's air. Replace air with that match.
I don't think she's beating Stat, Boza. Just me. But I mean, if she does, then
oh god. Well, we gotta get moving into the last two stories of the night before we get out of here, because I got a watch along at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock for SmackDown. But some news that came a brewing about Victoria Crawford, formerly known as Alicia Fox, from WWE. She's now with TNA, and she says she would love a comeback and wants a comeback. And honestly, I kind of want it too. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want it too. I feel like Alicia Fox was something that was a gimmick gone awry, and not necessarily her fault. I feel like it was just, the era it was in and the time it was in, and it was just, it wasn't the focal point of what we know women's wrestling to be now today. But what do you guys see in the future for Miss Victoria Crawford? Do you guys see something brewing with her for the future as far as a career and a comeback? What do you think?
Listen, they got to get her from up under this like Tessa Blanchard's Black Friend thing gimmick happening right now. Not really a big fan of that. Don't know what's going on with that. But I loved Alicia Fox. Mm-hmm. When she first debuted. Wasn't she the wedding planner that Edge cheated on Vicky Guerrero with? Was that like God. How? Well, it was like that was such like a brilliant storyline, and
Lord.
And it just never really got no proper follow-up with that. Of course, she would later become a Divas champion and whatnot. And, it's from a different era. You know what I mean? So it's good to see her alongside Nikki Bella as well kind of go from that Diva era and holding their own in this era. I thought she looked good when she came back to NXT during the Showdown. She got to show off her work there, and she's looked good in TNA as well. So good to see her back doing what she loves. Sometimes you got to walk away from something and be away from something, find yourself, find what you need to do, and then, get back to it. And that's what Victoria Crawford has done.
Mayor, what about you? What we see from Victoria Crawford?
I think the TNA partnership with WWE, being able to highlight people that we know from yesteryear is awesome. And the fact that she's now just kind of explaining more her story. I think TK and I got to talk to her this past April at WrestleCon, and she was just so sweet. But I know she was just waiting for the right time to kind of share more. So I'm glad she's been able to tell like how she left wrestling, what allowed her to come back, and kind of just in her story, her way. I think that's the beautiful thing and all that. Like, and I hope it does end up with maybe a Rumble appearance, something where we can really just give her flowers outside the TNA banner.
Yeah, I agree. I want her return. I'm here for it because I always believed that she had like a very unique character presence and very unique movement too. Like she had a different style. She didn't move like everybody else, and I think a comeback could hit especially well in TNA for her. I mean, or like you said, Mayor, if she shows up at a Rumble, but at least she'd be what I would appreciate more is that she would be reintroducing herself to the people on her own terms this time, which I think would be really cool for us to see.
Yeah, let's find where's Axana.
What you think about Victoria Crawford, aka formerly known as, FKA, Alicia Fox, on a possible return?
Well, I mean, it's like where we are in women's wrestling right now, right? Where we are in women's wrestling and where WWE is right now too on the platform. It's gotten it bigger. It's grown bigger in the last 2 years. It's hitting mainstream media. There are going to be a swath of individuals who didn't really follow wrestling like that are going to be either not, in addition to being reintroduced, being introduced. So, I mean,
what?
I'm never one. New people are going to be introduced to her, and some people are going to reintroduced to her. What?
That's English.
No, you said a swath?
A swath of people. Yeah.
No, this is an interesting word choice. It's gonna be my word of the day now. I like
that.
Vocabulary, man.
Boy.
A swath.
That's you know what? That should always be a goal of mine. I used to do that before, like just look at the dictionary, learn a new word, and use it in a sentence as like a goal for the goal of the day. I used to do that.
Also, I was gonna say reading is fundamental, but if you don't want to read, Natty's book is on. You can listen to it Audible. She just dropped that.
You love your Audible, boss lady.
So, because that's the only way I can multitask. Like I bought her book, I have her book, but I know I haven't had moments to actually sit and read a book in so long. So Audible is like the best
it's really
way.
good.
Yeah,
I got a membership and I get free books every month, but I'm like behind.
Oh well, Spotify. Fun fact that you have Spotify, you get like think the equivalent of probably about 2 books. In addition to your Spotify, so if you have Spotify, and I'm sure it's on there too. So
oh, did they give you the AEW book?
Physical books. I need the
wait. What book is that? What book was that?
Mark Ramondi's.
Mark Ramondi's.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have that too. I actually need to see his is an Audible because I have it. He sent it to me. Shout out to you, Mark. But I need to see if it's in Audible to read it.
I think AEW's book is also elite as well. This book is all elite. I thought about ordering that. Just have a nice coffee table book.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get Natty's though. I want to.
Yeah.
Add it to my wrestling book collection.
Yeah. You can get it on Amazon. That's how I got mine. I had it pre-ordered because at the show Canadian support. So yeah, it was on my door last Wednesday. So what else we got?
Support.
Want to talk about the additional dates?
Yeah. Let's wrap up with that. I like that. More money for TKO to take from you. You guys gonna have to decide between the holidays or WWE. You want that Christmas ham? You want that Christmas ham, or do you want body slams? WWE is gonna be I think starting tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Wednesday, right? Is when they're gonna launch the sales, and they're going to Philly in February. They got a Raw in Philly on February, SmackDown in Charlotte, Raw in Cleveland on the 9th, on the 13th of February, SmackDown in Dallas, and Memphis, Tennessee. Is going to be Raw, and then SmackDown on the 20th in Florida. Raw at State Farm Arena. Goodness. Atlanta, Monday, February 23rd. Louisville, Kentucky, February 27th for SmackDown. At the Yum Center, my favorite name of a place, the KFC Yum Center. That's just so American to name your stadium after like Kentucky Fried Chicken and diabetes. And then we got March 2nd. Bought it. Yeah, it's just there. It's just like we love Colonel Sanders and basketball and chicken. Indianapolis, March 2nd, Raw at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Raleigh, North Carolina. Shouts to all my barbecuties out there. March 20th, SmackDown at the Lenovo Center, and April 3rd in St. Louis, SmackDown at the Enterprise Center. So for all of our viewers out there, make sure you get your tickets and pull up, man. We need people to get like women's wrestling talk signs, like WWT signs. Like if you ever at an event, get like a WWT sign and hold it up, like follow WWT Talk Pod or something like that. Like let's get viral.
Yes, let's do that.
And not just for womps. From me. Sorry guys. I apologize. But yeah, man. TKO getting money out here.
I mean,
taking all.
I mean,
people are giving them the money. They're not robbing them. Like
No, they're
people
not.
are buying these
People
tickets.
are paying for it. Yep.
pre-sales for Raw and SmackDowns are cray, bruh. Like, it's just no difference between like PLEs at this point. You know what I mean? Like Raw,
I equate
like,
it
sheesh.
to. I don't know if it's like this on the East Coast for you, honey, but I equate it to there are times in certain parts of Los Angeles you'll see individuals where it's just kind of like, what do y'all do for a living? Because you're driving a Maybach. Like, I don't see you on TV. You're not an actor. You're not a rapper. But like, and so it feels like, who are these people that are filling out stadiums, which is, fine, no hate. But how can I get on where I can just leisurely buy a ticket for the equivalent of like my rent and my car payment and just post up just because? Like what am I doing wrong? I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah, it's like that over here too. Oh my god, are you kidding? I'm like, why do you have that? Like, how do you have that?
Yeah, like how
what
do you have that? Like, what do you do? Like, because you're not seeing, they don't.
Like, I'm not hating.
I'm like, right. I just want to know.
Someone show me the way.
That part.
You'll probably find out on a TikTok. Like they always have those TikToks. That's
legal,
right? Yeah. Well, wait. On TikTok, everything's real on TikTok. What do you mean, honey?
Okay.
If it's on, just on TikTok, then I know what time it is. I know it's real time. I know it's real happening.
No.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But they have they're like, what do you do? Oh, like I'm married, so I have like a transformer car because it's something like that. But that's a good question. I like to see either that or we got to just put them links in bios.
Oh my god, I can't.
Honey, where can everybody find you?
Everybody can find me here at the top of the hour, 8:00. Yours truly is going to be hosting the Honey Night SmackDown watch along, and it's going to be a good one. I can feel it in my bones. Other than that, sometimes Monday, sometimes Wednesday, definitely always Friday on WWT. Every week, every Thursday with Kayfabe as well. By the way, shout outs to Councilman. Happy belated birthday to the Councilman. I wasn't here for his Monday birthday shout, but I was hopefully here in spirit. And yeah, man, find me screaming at my TV later and on all your screens.
All right, let's get Ced back into the streets. Mayor, where can everybody find you?
If you want to find me, if you must, social media is right there. Ced Says on Twitter, cedistheanswer on Instagram, and TikTok as well. I'll get back to that real soon. Apparently, I'm writing this weekend. The black SUVs are outside, so I know Big Money TK means business. So you'll have an article by Monday morning that will be about the greatness of Mercedes Moné. And until then, Monday Night Mayor will be live. CEO Wednesdays, as always, in the flesh and the spirit. Legally every Wednesday. And then happy birthday to our producer from the future, Dylan.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Big shout outs.
Yeah. Mayor, have you been working out? Looks like your arms are popping out of your shirt there.
We don't want to talk about that. This is a family show. I will say I have been moisturizing with the body butter, and I probably have expanded a little bit. So plug to TK.
No, not that body butter
skincare regime.
The body butter is doing great since the temperature dropped over here on the East Coast. So thank you, TK.
No problem.
Hey man, that's 2 chicken breasts and asparagus, baby. 2 chicken breasts and asparagus.
By the way, I was just glancing at these Survivor Series tickets, and my God,
how much are they?
My God.
I don't even look anymore, man.
Around the ring, you in the thousands, and I know it's a
how
baseball
many
arena.
thousands?
Like at least 1,300 and up.
Oh.
1,300 around the ring?
Yeah, like it's nasty.
I don't know.
Like I'm gonna go. I'm gonna figure it out. But like my ticket probably gonna be like 500.
Ugh. Gotta wait outside the stadium, like on Mania. Everyone just waits outside the stadium and then buys their tickets because that's when it drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when it drops.
I literally
Yeah.
knew somebody who showed up for WrestleMania 40 night 2 and didn't show up until like the matches were literally starting. Like Triple H was coming out.
Their sellers are crazy trying to resell their tickets for like 700 at the very top and stuff like that. Y'all, wow.
Mind you, got off a plane like 30 minutes prior to that. Like literally just off the plane into the stadium type.
That's the way to do it. Like you'll find something.
They did a walkthrough straight up. They did the damn Evolution entrance fresh off the plane into the stadium. I'm mad at it. I met Kane McCoy, Blue Sky. If anybody works at Twitter, please let me know because I get back into my account. I had some tweets that got me up out of here. The account is still active, but someone just hacked it and changed the recovery emails. Smart. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I kind of dared them to do it, and they did it. It was Sami Callihan's NXT gimmick who hacked me. Clearly, Solomon Crow for those of us Black and Gold era.
All right. Thank you, y'all, for watching. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure Monday, the top of the morning, Beulah, just kind of like relax. The top of the morning, I did an interview with Dave LaGreca from Busted Open. So you can check out that interview. It was really insightful. Had a really in-depth conversation on women's wrestling. So definitely check out that interview on Monday. You can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad. And make sure you follow Women's Wrestling Talk on all social media platforms at www.talkpod.com. And also check out Monday. That's when the article that Seth is writing will be dropping as well. So many things that will be happening.
No pressure.
And another thing that you should also check out is Women's Wrestling Archive.
Women's wrestling didn't just show up yesterday in glitter boots. We've been here the entire time, body slamming through history.
The Women's Wrestling Archive launches January 1st, 2026, and it's gonna pave the way for all women's wrestling.
Because if we don't document it, a man might say he did it first.
This has been a passion project for a very long time. Head over to the womenswrestlingarchive.com to donate $1, $5, or whatever you can. It all goes a long way.
Let's give these women the spotlight that they've always deserved.
Her story belongs in history. Help us preserve it today. Join us at womenswrestlingarchive.com. Support the archive. Support women's wrestling. Donate today. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all the things for Women's Wrestling Talk. Shout out to the people in the super chats. And we will see you for our SmackDown watch along and post show. Thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao for now.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WWTalkPod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.